And then I'm going to try to deliver some good stuff by giving you all the weird stories at the same time, so just bear with me here. But I remember in 2015 being at my very first GoPro event, and I literally, when I tell you that I emptied my savings account just to be in the VIP section, because back in the day, you'll see a picture, I didn't like hanging out with the general population in the clubs. I always had to be VIP. And so I emptied my savings account. And I'll never forget seeing the powerful women and men on that stage and saying, one day I'm going to be there. And then I doubted and doubted and doubted, and I'm finally here. So it is possible. So when you think about social media, I know you probably want like these crazy scripts, and you want like, I want that secret hack. I'm not that girl. I'm going to talk to you about your confidence and your posture on social media. Is that okay? Yes. And what's up? I see you virtual people. I see you, Stephanie. I see Sunny, Eva. I'm blind, so I'm trying. Crystal. Woo! I see you people. Now I want to know in the chat box, and from you guys, from 1 to 10, with your posture on social media, where are you at? 10 being like, I got this. 1 being like, Where are you at? Drop it in the chat. Oh, okay. Some of you should be on YouTube. 5, 3, 6. Well, I want you guys to know that when I first got started, I had to borrow confidence. I had no network. I had no influence. I was literally the girl that was broken. Broken past, broken present, and my future was looking even more worse. How the heck did a girl who was molested by her father for 10 years, ended up in domestic violence situations with partner after partner, a woman who ended up in jail because her fiance, who was a leader of a gang, murdered 2 people in front of her, someone who literally should just be that statistic with that bottle still in her mouth or in jail or dead, end up on this stage. I borrowed confidence. I borrowed confidence. And so I want you to understand that when Marina Worry was telling my story about being chained to a cubicle, that was my next step to get away from the gang, to get away from the no influence, to start building a better life. So I went from one jail, just like Joanna said, and I chained myself to another one. This is what I would walk into work in 2013 too. I had a 1-year-old, missed her take her first steps. I'm like, this is what I gave up the illegal money for the legit money, and this is it? It was horrible. I felt like a failure as a mother, missing things, like really could barely keep the lights on. Peanut butter and jelly was like our go-to. But something crazy happened. People like you that are now in this audience, people like you that are on the virtual audience, I borrowed from each of you. So Sarah, I borrowed your confidence right now. Like, I borrowed that. And so I want you to know that I don't care what your past is or how bad you think it is. I hid my story. I actually changed my last name, so when people Googled me, it wouldn't come up, double homicide murder, with my name next to it. I didn't do it. I was just the girlfriend that was there. I was mortified to share that story. Who would follow me? Who would want to make money with me? I was the girl that was dancing on bars, drinking out of bottles. My social media were full of those kinds of people that knew those things about me. So when I tell you I had to build on social media from scratch, borrow confidence and build a posture, I did. And if I can do it, you can too, okay? So here's what I want you to know. I'm going to throw some stuff at you really fast because I want you to take a nugget away from this, and I want you to pay attention to the nugget that sticks out the most to you. Is that okay? After this, I would love to ask again what your confidence and posture level is at once you hear the things that I'm going to share with you, okay? So here's what we're going to learn. I don't want you to feel crappy when you approach someone. How many of you get that weird, like, oh my God, man, like, oh my God. About if, they go now on Instagram, made me put my real last name on because they're like, ooh, we want. It's not their job. That is our job. Strategies you might be hearing from companies are not going to help you recruit people. Whenever you think of something you're going to do on social media, I want you to think of these three things. Ready? Is that going to make somebody laugh? Is somebody going to look at? Or somebody? So if you're going to post a reel, is that something somebody like you would love, laugh, or learn? That's simple, okay? But here's my rule. You have to be an action taker because there's no unicorn that's going to come and put like a zero in your check for you. I thought that I was going to be rich my first 2 years. No, didn't happen. I sucked. I failed because I was sending messages like this. Anybody send one of these before? This is my real message, you guys, from March 4th of 2012. How embarrassing. Hey, Wendy, I'm working for this company called blank, and I'm selling an amazing supplement called blank. Have you ever heard of it? And then I'm like, you should definitely watch this video, link. I think I sent like 500 of those out. That's before Facebook was like blocking us for the messages. How many people do you think I recruited off that message? 0. Yeah. I was like, okay, you know what? I know there's a lot of people that hate where they work, so I'm going to make this post. This is 2013. Year later, still didn't get any better. Thanks for working so hard, Marina. Here's another computer to do more. Time freedom looks even more sweeter every day. Time freedom. Get that out of your conversations on social media. How about emotional freedom, right? So now what? I had a choice. Was I going to keep doing what was really me being lazy, but it seemed easier, keep sending those messages that weren't working, keep making the posts that were super spammy, even though deep down I knew they weren't working, or could I choose a different door? A different door that allowed me to be me. A different door that allowed me to connect to women that are real, raw, and relatable with my stories. I get so many messages from, whoa, I can't believe you shared that story on stage. And I'm like, I almost crapped myself when I did it, but I did it, right? And you've got to get to that point. So test and tweak. I say this all the time. Test and tweak. Nothing will be perfect the first time. We're going to go through these 3 stages fast, okay? So stick with me. 1, posture the skill set. The lack of confidence when it comes to you recruiting from social media is because you have lack of skills. We've gotten so used to posting a video, going viral, and people clicking a link in our bio to go buy. That ain't network marketing. Can we all agree, yes or yes? No more posting to go viral. That's exhausting, by the way. I don't like going viral. Give me like 10 people at a time that I can talk to, track, and then get in. Yes, right? Hold on, these pants, I lost a little bit too much weight. These pants are falling off. Okay, lack of confidence comes from a lack of skills. So here's what you need to do. You need to, in order to build confidence, you got to build the skill. You've got to do the skill. You got to do the skill, right? So it doesn't matter If you don't know the skill, you can learn it. Now that you've learned the skill, you got to do the skill. Okay? So what do I mean by this? You have to do the skill every day, not just when you feel like it. I wake up every day. You think I feel like going onto my social media, looking at my millions of messages I haven't answered? I literally just told the girls this morning, I'm like, I haven't opened my DMs in like 2 days, and I cannot. It's like giving me anxiety. But what do I have to do? I have to do it. So you need to do the skill. Then I want you to mess up the skill. I want to give you permission to mess up. I mess up now, and I laugh. And then I get excited because I know the next thing that comes after messing up is getting better. So the more you mess up on social media, the more you mess up in your scripts or your conversations, you're finding out what works for you and what doesn't. And this is how you build your confidence. So this is going to give you clarity around the skill, okay? Stage 2, and here's the thing. Bad energy on social media, like my friend John Melton says, commission breath, the desperation, shut it off, put on a song, like one we just played when I walked out, okay? Put on a song and shake it off and get into a better state of energy before you start to send scripts or prospect on social media, okay? And then here's the other piece. How are you recognizing the skill set? Your posture isn't going to grow with recruiting. Your confidence isn't going to grow with recruiting if you only look at how much money you're making and rank advancing. Plus, you're teaching your teams the wrong things to celebrate. Instead, what if your team was celebrating a like? They got a comment, right? That someone asked them, oh, what's that thing? Someone watched their story. Someone was added to a Facebook group. Someone started 10 new conversations a day. I was just making sure I was on the right slide. I'm doing good. These are the things that's going to build posture and confidence. You stack it on top of each other. How many of you think your team members would probably take more action if they were if they started recognizing these things? These were wins that they were celebrating instead of I didn't get a recruit or I didn't get a sale. Celebrate the in-between. And so those are the wins that are going to get you better at the skill that you're learning, okay? This is where your confidence is literally going to go to the next level. Because how many of you, when you're feeling good, you get a yes from somebody, or you feel good about something, you're like, okay, now I'm going to go do it again. And then I'm going to go do it again. And then I'm going to go do it again, right? That is what I'm talking about when I talk about confidence stacking on social media. Take those small wins, go do something a little bigger. Take another win, go do something a little bigger. That's how I have to do it. It doesn't matter how much money you make or how many people you recruit, you're always going to have the doubt that tries to set in. My past is trying to get me, tell me something different. Just know that you're not alone, okay? Then you need to master the skill. You need to master it. How do you master a skill? You look at what scripts have I sent that work. Use those. I don't care what your upline says, your downline, your crossline, some script you got. If it ain't working for you, it ain't working for you. Use the ones that actually work for you. Find your voice in it, okay? And so whatever you're getting great responses from, do it again. Do it again. You're going to see the 3-3-3 method up there. I'm going to share with you quickly what that is, okay? Then do more of it. Okay, you know what works now for you. Go do more of it. So if you're using a simple, real strategy of laugh, love, learn, and it's attracting people, getting comments and likes and shares, go do more of that. And then this new skill you need to learn is how to reach out to those people that liked, commented, or watched your story, which we're going to go over, okay? So listen, even though you master a skill set, you're still going to mess up. I mess up all the time. People go through the cracks. That's okay. You go back to the beginning, you look at the skill, you learn it, scale it so you can master it, okay? And I'm going because I just want to get to the 3-3-3 method. Okay, here we go. What if there was a way for you to not send a hey girl message? I hate those. I get them and I cringe, and I'm like, oh. hey, I have a name. So what I did was I hated the hey girl messages, and so I was like, how can I get in somebody's face like really fast on any social media platform? What social media platforms, tell me in the chat, which social media platforms are you using? Instagram, Facebook, what? TikTok. Okay, this will work for any industry. This will work if you're building a brand in your network marketing business, whatever platform you are on. My brother-in-law was using this on Twitter for his Twitch. He does gaming stuff, and he was using this, okay? So can you imagine, I literally comment in your notifications. I'm in your notifications 27 times in 3 days. 27 times in 3 days. Would you remember my name? Or would you click on me to go take a look at me? Okay, that's what this method will do, okay? So you're gonna comment, like you would come to my profile, screenshot this. You would comment on 3 of my posts. You're gonna heart 3 of those posts. And then you're gonna reply to 3 of their stories. I know what you're gonna ask me, what if they don't do this every day? Just keep doing this. There's plenty of posts they have, right? This puts you in front of somebody 27 times in 72 hours because you're going to do that 3 days in a row. And then you've built a relationship. You've brought their wall down because you've complimented them 27 times. Give me a compliment 27 times. I'm going to listen to what you have to say, right? Or at least pay attention or stalk you for a little bit. So this is a great way for you to help your team take a cold lead and turn them into a hotter one, and then teach your teams how to ask leading questions that lead to what do you do. Here's another, I know people are like, what do you mean by this? 3 hearts, 3 comments, 3 story replies gets you in the DMs. You're gonna do that 3 days in a row, okay? And really quick, how can you use this? How many of you have gotten ghosted before? I still get ghosted, just gonna put that out there. Okay? How many of you are like, oh my gosh, I have team members that are just not paying attention to everything we're doing, and they're not answering my calls, and they're not, and they're not, and they're not. Any of those? Yeah. Okay? You can use this to re-engage an old customer. You can use this to re-engage an old lead. You can do this to re-engage somebody before you start following up with them. So it doesn't feel like the only reason you're reaching out is because you're following up with them. You can use this on ghosted prospects. Heck, you can use this on your upline if they're not answering a call. I tell my team all the time, I'm like, listen, you have to go get me on social because I've got you can use this in so many ways and it'll get that attention. But the bottom line is this. Your confidence and posture will trump influence. You don't have to be a celebrity or an influencer, because I will tell you, I was not someone that should be on this stage moving mountains according to society. I shouldn't. How did I become successful? How did I build this business? I borrowed confidence and I built the posture. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you. Thank you, Marina and Lisa.
Practical knowledge, everybody. Practical knowledge. All right, grab a seat just for like 4 minutes, and then we'll go to lunch. My voice is deteriorating very quickly. So we have a friend that's going to help host the rest of this afternoon. So I'm going to just coat it in honey and drink as much tea as I possibly can, so I'm ready for tomorrow and the next day. Next day, sorry. So this woman, she was going to be co-hosting with me anyway this afternoon. She's a very sought-after neurotransformational life coach. She's worked as a hypnotherapist, a speaker, facilitator. She's worked very, very closely with Lisa Nichols over the course of the last at least 5 years. And she's here to be able to support all of us, and especially me, for this afternoon and beyond. Please welcome to the stage, Danita Sajus.
Time for moping around, are you kidding? And no time for negative vibes, 'cause I'm winning. It's been a long week, I put in my hardest. Gonna live my life, feel so good to get it right.
Wow. I'm looking at all of you and I am in awe. You guys look fabulous. Thank you for having me, Marina and Eric. Wow, thank you. I know it takes a tribe to put on this event, so thank you from the bottom of my heart for me with around the world. So before we get started, I want to see where you guys are from online. What country are you calling in from? I know it's a global event. We have some breakout rooms that are USA, I see, Canada. Welcome, Danita. Spain, Canada, Sweden, Utah, California, Ghana. Whoa. Sierra Leone, Brooklyn, Poland, Australia. Wow. The Netherlands, Nigeria, Canada, Romania. Well, welcome. And I know some of you in the live audience are from countries all around the world. So with that, I say welcome. I am so excited to host. I'm praying for Eric and his throat and all of that. And so I'm honored to be here with you. So before we go to break, those of you that are VIP, type in chat if you're VIP or here in the audience, raise your hand. Let me see you. Yes. So we're going to go for an hour lunch break. But prior to that, VIP, I see you guys in chat. Yes. You're going to come back at 1:20 Pacific time. So that's 20 minutes from now. And you're going to have your special VIP session. So go ahead and eat. You guys, and virtual, you know where the kitchen is. You know where the kitchen is and the bathroom. I want to hear when I come back what you ate, what you did. Did you go for a walk? Take a good stretch. Your body got through some emotions this morning, and we'll be back soon. So with that, enjoy lunch, nourish your bodies, hydrate, and we'll see you soon. Kisses.
I want something just like this. I want something just like this. I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the testimony, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman unrolls a suit before he lived. But I'm not. When you find a love that's right, you can drive all night, drive all night. Do what makes you feel alive. You can drive all night, drive all night. 'Cause the road's calling over again, right till the morning, right till the end. When you find a love that's right, you can drive all night, drive all night. You and me, history. I'm running from the rest of my life. Through the darkness, I see your eyes and realize that when you find a love that's right, you can drive all night, drive all night. Do what makes you feel alive. You can drive all night, drive all night. 'Cause the road's calling over again, right till the morning, right till the end. When you find a love that's right, you can drive all night, drive all night. Decisions as I go to anywhere I flow. Sometimes I believe, at times I'm rational. I can fly high, I can go low. Today I got a million, tomorrow I don't know. Decisions as I go to anywhere I flow. Sometimes I believe, at times I'm rational. I can fly high, I can go low. Today I got a million, tomorrow I don't know. Stop claiming what you own and think about the show. We're all playing the same game, waiting known and known, special and a clone. Hate will make you cautious, love will make you grow. Make me feel the warmth, make me feel the cold. It's written in our stories, written in the road. This is our
When you're tired, when you're lonely, you can just reach out and on.
No, I'll be there. I'll help you weather the storm.
Us together, nothing's ever felt more like home.
No, I'll be there.
You will never be alone.
Under the water, I'm sinking further down, floating on nothing. I'm nothing. Arms are wide open. I'm calling out your name, sitting and waiting. I'm waiting. You were right. I know I can't get enough of you. You were right. I know I can't get enough of you. Leave it all to bloom. You were right. I know I can't get enough of you. So follow me down wherever I go, 'cause I need you more than you know. Even if the sky is falling, you always seem to come around, round. I wait for you now. See the sunlight in the morning. Guess I made it through the stormy night. Oh, I'll still wait for you now. Sipping in the moonlight, singing on a whiskey song. We said we last forever together. We go old.
I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes.